So welcome everybody to week 6. Time has been just flying by. Hold on one second. It's crazy, you look up and 6 weeks pass and you know, um I've learned so much these past few weeks, or should we say month and a half. Getting to know you guys as artists, getting to know you guys as actors and multifaceted creatives has been really interesting. And I've learned so much, like just as much as I have been given the knowledge that I know and trying to deposit it to you guys, I've received wisdom and knowledge on my end too. So the interaction has been reciprocal. It has been beneficial. And I just want to appreciate y'all for being consistent and coming every week. And even if you're not coming every week, you've been, watching the replays and asking questions. And it's really inspiring to see the growth. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but from the first week till now, I'm seeing, tremendous growth, just let alone like the conversations that we're having. So what I wanted to do today was, in conjunction with doing, the business plans and the presentations and all of that stuff, before getting into that, I wanted to recap, what we've learned and all of the milestones that we have covered and all the ground that we've covered. Because in week 1, we started off just talking about career goal and budget and just understanding, the difference between getting a job, right? Like saying, oh, I want to be a series regular. I want to, book a commercial. Really what you're saying is, I want a job. Changing that mindset from job to, how do I create a business? How do I develop a business plan and a product so that I have sustainability? So when I do book that job, I'm not just relying on that job. I am the job. When you come to the job and that show gets canceled, you're able to maneuver, and it's not so much of a life and death situation, because you set your business up to survive and maintain itself through the long years of your career. That's what longevity is about. So if you come in so short-sighted and you just want a job, you're going to get really discouraged, because A, it doesn't happen overnight, and B, even if you do get it, it can be taken away from you. So you need to have the strong will. You need to have the proper mindset. And we kind of talked about that in week 1, changing that mindset from just job, servant to, yes, I'm a servant, but I have a brand, I have a business. And we even went over, budgeting and understanding financially what that's going to take. How much money you should be making a year, how much money you should be making monthly, how much you should be making weekly, even daily, if you went that deep into your budget, right? Just getting a general idea of, this is the amount of income that I'm going to need to supplement my business and to maintain my business. So after we crunched those numbers, we went into branding, right? Like we did a branding exercise to where now we're really solid on our branding, what type of roles we're going to be going out for, how people are viewing us, just to be aware of it, be aware of what you're going to be getting called in for. And then once you have that understanding, that is going to inform your training. That is going to inform your process. That is going to inform every decision that you make, because it all needs to be in conjunction and it needs to make sense with your overall business plan and your brand, right? So we learn how to find the proper training. We learn how to find the proper tools that we need in order to sharpen our toolkit and sustain our business. And then we went into marketing materials, knowing the proper headshots, resume, the casting sites that you need to get on. When you have those materials, now it's time to gather those marketing materials and position yourself as an actual professional in the business. Because if you don't have these materials, you are going to come off green. You're going to come off like you don't know what you're doing, and you're just leaving yourself wide open to get taken advantage of in this industry, which is 100%, well, let me not say 100%, which is a high percentage of this business is predatory. Let's say that. So if you're leaving yourself open to be taken advantage of, you're more than likely going to be taken advantage of, unless you get lucky and you come across some people that are really great people and they want to see you win and they want to see you successful. But usually it's the vultures who are trying to succeed and who are going to pull you up and drop you like prey and then devour you once you can't move and you're paralyzed. So, we transitioned into week 4 where we talked about now when you actually get the auditions and the self-tapes, how to properly go about that and how to submit for auditions, what to do, how to properly prepare for cold reads, how to properly make strong choices as an actor and make strong decisions. We went over all of that. So if you're practicing on your spare time and then you're, in the meantime, you'll get sharp. And then even in your acting classes, you need to be preparing for cold reads. You need to be preparing for every scenario possible. So when you are met with the opportunity, you're not squandering it because you're not prepared. I'm giving you the tools so you can be prepared for whatever and you come off as a professional so you can sustain yourself in the business and continue to work. Because, if you come off like, oh, okay, she can't even do a cold read. What's going to happen when we make changes abruptly on the set? She's not going to be able to handle it. We're going to hire this person who's more seasoned and who's more trained. You don't want to give anybody the opportunity to second guess your ability. You don't want to give anybody the opportunity to hire somebody else. You want to be so on your game that there is nobody else to hire and they're actually losing if they don't hire you. And we also talked about casting directors, how to find and how to search for casting directors and target them, and how to not only understand what they're doing, we need to know ahead of the game. We need to know what they're working on next. So you could be talking to your agents, communicating to your agents, hey, they have this project coming up. This sounds like something that will be good for me. Let's keep an eye out on this project because I would love to be submitted for it. You need to always be in the know with what these casting directors are doing. Make sure that you're taking their workshops, finding any opportunity for you to connect with them and build relationships with them. And then we also talked about content creation and the value of that. The value of not even waiting on opportunities, creating your own opportunities. The value of not waiting on auditions or somebody to cast you. You can write and cast yourself and put yourself out there and be proactive, because that's going to help you be more attractive to agents and managers. And then you just have a different level of conversation because they see that you're proactive and you're doing 80% of the work, because they get 20% of the income. So they do 20% of the work. You come with more to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you guys the tools to where when you come to the table, you coming with way more than 90% of what they roster is doing. Like, you're coming well prepared and you're coming business minded and you're looking for a business partnership, because that's what it's about. It's about partnership. They're literally taking 20% of your income or 15%, whatever negotiation you negotiate with them. But you need to have the mindset of, I am to do the bulk of the work because I am the brand. And then we also went to, all right, when you actually get the job, we went all the way to getting the job, what you do and what you don't do on that set, how to navigate relationships, how to build relationships, who to build relationships with, who to politic with, and how to draw the best benefit out of those relationships and continue to be service minded, not going to these people with what can you do for me, but what can I do for you? How can I serve you? What do you have going on? So, all of that married together, I'm really interested to hear you guys' mindset and approach to your career now based on everything that we've gone over in the program. Because like I said before, early on in my career, I didn't necessarily have these tools. I didn't come into it business minded. I didn't have anybody guiding me, especially as a Black actor in this business. We already are at a disadvantage because we're not taught to be business minded to begin with. Out the womb, I wasn't taught business, right? So coming into the business, I had to learn how to be business minded. And now that I've been in this industry for the past 10 years, I've been able to accumulate the knowledge, make mistakes, learn something here and there, and hopefully deposit it into other creatives coming after me and not even coming after me. Creative's right beside me. You know what I mean? And I'm just as much as I'm depositing, I'm learning from others as well. So I'm not coming with the I know it all. I'm just coming with the let me deposit what I know into you and vice versa. Like I'm an open vessel. You know what I'm saying? I'm always learning. I'm always striving to seek knowledge. So I'm gonna stop talking, and now this is my opportunity to learn from you guys based off of what you guys have learned in the program. So, does anybody want to volunteer first? And I would appreciate it if we come off camera for this, just so you know, for interaction purposes. I would love to see your beautiful face. If not, I understand. But yeah, if there's anybody that wants to volunteer and kind of share, their plan, their business mindset going forward, and also anything that you've learned from the program that you think will be beneficial to other people that look like us in the business striving to be successful. Derek, you look like you ready. You got your hand on your chin.
You called me out. All right, I can go first. So first of all, I would like to say that this class has been very beneficial for me to get into my actor mind, because I feel like working a sales job, I've really been out of it. So I think that this class really gave me the catapult that I needed to kind of just get into that mode. So I mean, first off, I want to take headshots with Michael Brown. He's a really great headshot um, guy. So after that, I just signed up for Self Tape Studios. They have an on-camera scene study, so I'm gonna be doing that monthly. So I'm always on camera. I'm always working this muscle, because now that I've got a little bit to know like what I want to do, I think that that's going to be beneficial. Submit to agents after that, after I get my headshots. And I'm probably going to cut off the beard, which is sad. A little sad. I think that's part of my brand. I'm going to probably do a mustache and goatee, thanks to Romel saying that nobody casts guys with beards. But consistently study my type. And every time that I look at, from the branding exercise, I appreciate everybody giving feedback. And I'm already doing that. Like every time I'm looking at movies, I'm looking at them differently. I'm looking at, okay, I like the way he chose to do that, so I think that's beneficial as well. I'm still commercial minded a little bit, so I definitely want to be the next State Farm, like my boy. But also I would love to be more of a supporting role, because I feel like that's more my lane. Obviously I would take a lead role, but more or less I always want to be that person who brings like a good funny like button in the script, and always, so that way I'm always working. I want to be like a working actor in this business, and make my mark that way. Kind of like a household name type. Um, but and then also, what else did I say? But yeah, so just staying focused and keeping my actor brain going, and consistently working towards my goal.
No, appreciate you sharing that. And my question to you is, I know at the beginning of the program, one of your biggest challenges that you were telling me about, if you don't mind me sharing,
No, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
you were talking about, your own procrastination being in your way.
Mm.
But then what I got from that was like, you don't take me as a procrastinator. It was just a matter of not really having a solid direction of, how to really navigate it. But so how would you say, like, what is the difference now that you have some of this knowledge? Like, do you feel like it has helped with your procrastination? Like, where are you at with that challenge?
Procrastination is a life thing, but yes, but as far as the acting, I think that procrastination was just the fact that I didn't know where to start. So I think that now I definitely know how to navigate, and the things that I wasn't doing, I've through this class, I'm now like I'm using IMDb for like my benefit rather than just like going scrolling through at IMDb. Like I'm looking at, who's their agent, like where they, what type of films are they doing, what's making them be where they're at. So I think that's been beneficial. But as far as my procrastination goes, with my acting career, that's why I signed up for it's only $200 a month for the self-tape studios. So just keeping this muscle going, I think that makes me like just excited for like my future with this. So yeah, and then and also working on my brand as an actor and as a person too. So I think that my social media will reflect that moving forward. Just making sure that people know who I am and what I want them to see. Not like the gimmicky shit, but just stuff that's within my type and my brand. So yeah, procrastination, just to hop back on that. Yeah, I think that this definitely helped me get out of it. So yeah, that's that.
Oh, yeah. I got one more question for you because I
Oh
know that
yeah,
you talked about the self-tape process and making sure that you're doing it correctly. That was
yeah.
one of your concerns as well, too. So how do you feel about that? Like, I just want to make sure that, we're leaving this program like confident in the things that we weren't necessarily confident in before, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So with the self-tape, that's why I signed up with Self-Tape Studios
Right.
to get that on-camera training, but also they do self-tapes there as well.
Hmm.
So I think that just having that in my pocket will be the most beneficial thing for me because they're gonna work with me, and then also if I need a self-tape, I go right there. But also, I'm about to get this is the end of the year, finally, you finally get this bonus. So I can finally invest in myself and my acting career. So this is and I lost weight. So I just feel like this is just I'm excited. I actually thank you for, setting it up to where I know exactly what I'm gonna do for myself. So that's I appreciate it.
Oh, praise be to God, bro. I appreciate you sharing, bro. Thank you for that. Yes, sir. Maisha, would you like to go next?
Sure. Um, so a lot of what Derek said, I would say like my main thing, not the main thing I'm taking from this, but just like the most important thing right now is um kind of the thing you said with like cold emailing people with not even just with the acting resume, but with my actual like regular professional resume and trying to get my foot in the door and like the back end, I guess. Just because that's where my experience is, like actual work experience. Um, as for like the branding and all that, I feel like my biggest issue, like I said, was not having direction, just like really not knowing what to do. Like I've taken classes here and there, I've taken screenwriting classes, acting classes, but it's just like very scattered. Um, so with the branding exercise, I kind of been doing the same thing, like just on IMDb, like IMB, I mean DB, whatever. Um, looking into these actresses that are similar to my type and doing the same thing, like who are their agents, and just kind of using it as is low key a rabbit hole because you're like, oh wow, this person's connected to this person, they produced this, and you just see all these shows and all these movies differently than as a viewer because I wouldn't have known who. I mean, like it says like, oh, this it's produced by this, produced by that, but like you don't really pay attention to that. Um, yeah, I know who I want to get headshots by, which is a friend of mine got her headshots by them. Um, and I feel like she would do a good job of the girlfriend, sister, college student role. Um, I have I got more specific on the goal that I want with writing and with acting. I'm not really like a content creation on the internet kind of thing, but I definitely know how to write and writing my own stuff to make a reel, I feel like is just the best way for me to go, especially because, you know, it's expensive out here to get stuff. I actually worked on a project with someone last year that I forgot about, and I reached out to them during this class to get scenes for reels, and I found out that they're making it was like a series I was supposed to lead into a show, but they're making it into a movie now, and it's going to be on Prime. So I'm like, oh wow, this is great. And I also want to use a lot of the stuff that I learned and share it with people that I know that also want to act. Like I feel like Black people specifically, it'll just be helpful for them. And I feel like even teaching it, like how you learn through teaching, like it'll teach me as well. Um, yeah.
What would you say the number one thing you would want to teach them would be?
The branding, like knowing this is how to make your headshots for these roles to go after these roles. Yeah.
That's dope. Each one teach one. Yes, man. Thank you for sharing that. So my question to you, we kind of, I guess you kind of answered it, but as far as having, because I know one of your biggest concerns was having a clear direction and knowing when, where, and how to start. So coming off of the heels of this program, do you feel like you now have that solid, clear direction? Is there anything that is a little fuzzy to you that wasn't pretty clear, or you feel like, okay, I kind of know what I need to do now? It's just a matter of execution at this point.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I know what I need to do, and it's just a matter of execution. Whereas, like, I would have never known if I didn't take this class, I would not have known, and probably would not have ever began. Like, I would just kind of want and maybe kind of go at it, but not fully execute it, and like just start stuff and not finish it. But being that there is a clear beginning and end, obviously the end would be to be booked and all that, but like start here, use what you have, create this stuff so that I can then send it to an agent so that they can then, you know, send it out to roles. I feel like I know all that middle now. Yeah, it's like, you know, like, oh yeah, somebody has an agent, somebody has a manager, but that's all I knew about it. It wasn't like I just knew the specifics on how to find one, or, you know, just I just didn't have specifics. I feel like it was just very scattered. So yeah, now I definitely feel like there's clear direction. I know what to do. I know what steps to take. I know what I'm missing. I know what I have. I know what I can improve on. What classes I want to take. To go off that, I would do an improv class since I want to do comedy, and an acting class specifically for on camera. Because those are two that I haven't taken ever. Yeah.
Dope. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys' headshots. So Maisha, whenever you get your headshots, please post in the follow-up group, and you can get some feedback. You could, if that's what you want, or if you just want to, show people, I would love to see them. So, and I think that I'm super excited, because I'm just like, all right, I'm excited to see the specificity in it now. It's just like, okay, versus just getting random headshots. What do these headshots look now with the new information that you have? So feel free to share in the follow-up group. And yeah, if you need some feedback, that's what the group is there for, to network with like-minded creatives. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you.
Cool. And thank y'all for being here, because I feel like we're all in different spaces in this journey, which is super helpful. Like Derek's been in a film, Yaz be on set all the time. So it's nice to be with people who are like-minded, but still all have different experiences that we can all share and learn from each other. So I appreciate y'all too.
Yes, ma'am. Dope. Yaz, you look like you ready to let us know what's up.
I'm not gonna play with you. Yeah, so check this out. So what I was saying. Oh man, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ramel. I know I've already expressed gratitude before, but that's just one thing about me. I have no problem with, just giving gratitude, because I can't say, oh, this was all me, or I knew this all along. No. I got help in this, and so I'm going to express that. So shout out to you. Thank you for putting this time out and to even think about even making this to begin with. And shout out to every single last one of you all. And I'm very appreciative for all of you and to have met y'all. And I just pray and hope and trust that we all continue to stay with it and knit it. You feel me? So in this program, I can honestly say I took away a lot from, again, like what one of my other friends echoed, the branding exercise for sure. Like that really made a lot of things clear for me, and it made sense. Things I would have never have thought would have never thought. So that really made things clear as day, and just how to navigate moving forward. Because that's the thing, I feel like, again, how you can get trapped in the matrix is not having a game plan, and you just feel like you're in a what is it, what's that that, not a rat, but you know what I'm talking about, that's in the circle.
Rat race.
Assimilation.
A rat race or a hamster wheel. You
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like you just like that the whole time because you like going with no direction. So I'm really grateful for that. Moving forward, just having that at the forefront of my mindset of like how to navigate from there, and also just being particular about the roles with the different brands. I also want to do improv classes and commercial classes. I was in a technique class. It's about to end soon, but I also want to do scene study. I wanted to, something that Maisha had said, and I wanted to get some clarification on. You mentioned about like an on-camera class. So you feel like there's a difference with the on-camera class compared to the scene study, or is it about the same?
Yes.
For
I
the
would
both
say
of y'all, yeah.
Romel mentioned that last week, and I just know that they exist because like I've seen it. But he said that that's kind of a thing that you need, and I'm like, okay, that's something that I've never like. I've practiced scene study, but like it's just as far as what's in the room and who's there.
So do you feel like doing an on-camera class that Maisha was alluding to, like that would be more beneficial? Granted, scene study would too, but I do want to get more like on camera experience and all that. So what would you think, Ramon?
My opinion on that is I only said that because when I first started training, we were trained like the scene study class. I had no camera experience. So how I was trained was to be very free and to be in the moment and to live truthfully, which was great training, right? But it kind of threw me off on set when I noticed that that wasn't the reality. What I was actually training for in class wasn't the reality on set. Like on set, the director is telling me where to stop, where to go. And I'm like, I wasn't trained. I was trained to be free. I'm thinking that I was just going to make all these choices as an actor. But then I was like, okay, I need to learn, how to hit my mark. I need to learn how to cheat to the camera because these are notes that the director is going to be giving you. I wasn't necessarily trained on that in my scene study class, but I got that experience on set when I started working with different directors, and I was like, oh, okay. And then you learn the lingo, you learn, and I just feel like it just makes you a better, well-rounded actor. Like there has to be, Denzel is the best. And I've heard people talk about it, people who've worked with Denzel. He's the best at being truthful in the moment, but taking direction, taking notes, and knowing where the camera is, knowing where his marks are. He's just a professional in that sense. So if you're only getting trained on scene study and you're not thorough with camera movement and you're not trained to be on camera, you're also going to come off green. Like you'll be a really good actor, but you'll be a nightmare to work with because the director might also be the editor. So he knows the edit in his mind. So he might be he might be directing you specifically. And then if you're not trained for that and you're not ready for that, it can ruffle your feathers as an actor because you might feel stifled. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, dang. Okay, well, so I must have missed that one. Because I didn't catch that. But yeah, definitely gotta watch it back in the recordings. But I agree, and thank you for bringing that to my attention. And yeah, Maisha, wherever you go, girl, let me know too, cause we in the same biddy. So let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, overall, so far, like I definitely have more of a clear direction of where I want to go, because that is one of the things I shared with Romeo in the beginning, just of not knowing where to go and just feeling like stuck. So now moving forward, I have more, and then of course, if I ever need more extra help, I wouldn't hesitate to reach out. But for the most part, I'm definitely feeling better than before I took this. So yeah.
No doubt. Thank you. I appreciate you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
Well, you answered my question. I was literally gonna ask you a question and you answered it at the end of that. So appreciate you. Aja, how are you, beloved?
I'm good. I'm here.
Damn.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, remind me of the questions again, just one more time.
Oh,
I
there
know.
isn't any specific questions, but I just wanted to know like your plan going forward. Now that you have, this information and that
Mhm.
we're coming off of the heels of the last week of our program,
Yeah.
I wanted to know, not only what you've learned and how you can apply it, but what is your actual like plan and business plan going forward, coming off
Yeah.
the heels of, at the beginning of the program, I noticed that you mentioned, not having a clear direction and not really knowing where to start and how to navigate. So what is your plan? How does this information that you've accumulated over the past 6 weeks inform that struggle and that challenge that you were having prior?
Yeah. Because I guess that's the yeah, that was one of the biggest issues. And I think even growing up, I never really expressed, to my family or anyone like my interest in even being a part of the theater and acting and storytelling, because I was always kind of discouraged from going that route. And I think because there, to a lot of people, there's so much mystery around it. Like they think it's like luck or, just a gamble. And, I've realized in this class that it's really, structure and it's strategy, and it's not uh it's not like magic, or it's not you know something unattainable. And even now I still I've stumbled across some people who are still skeptical, um because Hollywood is just this big bad monster, and and you don't want to go in that direction. But I do feel a little secure, especially knowing that there's people out there who are genuine like you guys, and um knowing that I feel more prepared to um find the right people, if that makes sense. Like I feel um like as far as like agents and stuff, like I was always skeptical about that and being like screwed over and what have you. But knowing um that I have a choice, I can be specific on what I do want and what I don't want, and that I can communicate that more clearly to someone, um just through the branding and the different exercises. Um, hmm. And am I making sense before I continue?
You're making perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
um, and also I've learned just through this process, in class, outside of class, how to add value, because that we didn't really you don't really come into this thinking about that too much, like because there's something that you want, that there are other people um that are a part of that system, and that like there's an exchange almost. Like so I'm learning how to add value, especially with I just did a project recently. It was photography, and I did express my interest in doing like headshots and stuff. And like I was working at a studio, and the guy he shot for like Calvin Klein, Target, and all types of people. He told me, he was like, you could have a future in photography. I was like, oh, that's nice. Not that I want that, but I now know that I have that to give to other people in this industry. And um like just discovering different gifts and how to use it to benefit myself, but also you know, the people that I'm working with. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm in there. Yeah.
Can I say something? I How do I express this? I just, because prior to this, right? I feel like me and you, we loosely knew each other. I basically just knew you from like the master call, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
and I know I saw you and social media, because I know that you dance and I know that you were creative, and you've reached out to me as far as like editing. But
Yeah.
working with you in this program, I've noticed that like you're like 10 times, that might not even be, I want maybe 100 times like more talented that I like knew about. So
Oh.
I can kind of see you kind of, and like out of the, when I speak about growth, it's like, it's maybe it's just not growth, it's more so revelation, because it's been there, but I like just to see it kind of like slowly come out of you is really inspiring to me, because you're kind of shy, but then it's like you have this thing to where you kind of use it to your advantage. You don't, when you're not using your shyness to take you out of it, you're like comfortable in the shyness. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I say that to say I want to encourage you to keep going, because you're very talented. um and I only say that because sometimes you can give me the impression that maybe you don't realize it yourself, or maybe you do realize that you're just super humble. Either way, you're extremely talented, from the photography to the acting to the dancing to all of it. You know what I mean? And even to see your growth on how you're articulating yourself and articulating the teachings too, because I've been tuning into the live, so I'm seeing your growth in real time, and it's super inspiring. So I just want to thank you for being part of this cohort, and thank you for sharing. Because like I said, it's super inspiring, and I know that you know at the beginning, me and you kind of talked about, your desire for working on meaningful projects where you feel valued creatively. So what is your mentality or your approach, with that goal in mind, now that you have some of this knowledge and some of this um more tapped into creativity and value for yourself?
Yeah. You said okay.
I know I said a lot, sorry, but
um yeah, I think it's I am finding that the more I'm opening up and expressing myself, the more I believe I'm attracting like-minded people who want the same things and want to see the same changes in, you know, film and the TV television industry. And so if I do have this I do feel more encouraged um to create those stories and those projects and to also inspire them. Um yeah. Uh, but yeah, I think it'll require me connecting with more people and creating more content that falls in line with what I would like to see, you know, what I would like to see in film and television. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you guys feel, but I would love to do like, I don't know if maybe we do like monthly check-ins to where we get on, we get on Zoom and we just check in with each other, make sure that we're making progress with our plans and our goals. And I also do want to say, you know, I'm doing another cohort. January 2nd is when I'm planning on launching it. So if whatever session you guys missed, you know, along with the playback, you know, I'm offering for you guys can come to the session and remake that session up that you missed. No, for no additional cost, but I just want to offer that too. And also, you know, I want to have you at some point, I want to have you guys come on to the next cohort and kind of give some knowledge and wisdom that you guys have learned, especially as you guys continue on your journey. I would love for you guys to come and share your testimonies and what you guys are going through and what you guys are learning, because I have a few people who signed up for the next one. And I'm super excited because it's just the next one is just, this one is just going to inform the next one, which is going to inform the next one. And so we just, you know, each one teach one. You know, I would love for you guys to come through, share some of your wisdom, share some of your knowledge, in addition to making up whatever session that you missed, if you guys want to, just throwing that option on the table. So at this time,
I'm here for it.
say that again.
So yeah, I'm here for it.
At this time, I would like to open the floor. Does anybody have any questions, comments, anything that they want to share with the group?
I just wanted to say about the on-camera scene study. I know that like what Mel was saying, my eye line was like off when I did that film. So I would say I would definitely suggest on-camera scene study for sure. But I appreciate you opening that up for us. I'll be there one of the sessions, if not.
Yes, sir.
You the one that's doing it, Romel, or who's doing the on camera classes?
Oh no, I'm not doing the on camera.
No, I'm going with self tape studios. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's good. It's $200 a month. It's not even bad.
Am I sure which one you going to? The same one or you going a different one?
Nah, I haven't found one yet. I just know I need to go to one.
All the resources that we like talked about, how do did you make a whole page, like pages full of all the stuff we shared throughout this course, Romel, that we can like refer back to?
Yeah, I have them all in my notes. I'm gonna make a drive and share them in a drive for you guys. Or I might just put it in the drive that's already created. I'll figure it out, but I'll share it with you for sure.
Okay. Also a question for me is, I know I've talked about it on here before, but like us like all working together too on something.
Yeah, no doubt. So I presented some packages, I believe that was last session, as far as like, you know, content creation is, you know, just some options, because I went to you know, some of the crew members, cinematographers, sound, just pricing everything out and itemizing everything. So and we could talk separately too once because I know you want to meet up this week, but the two packages that I presented to the group was option number one. The first option that I presented was we could do 1,500 a person, which is a 1-day shoot, you know, 8 to 12 hours. That comes with like 2 scenes each, which will be shot, edited, produced, all of that stuff, like very professional. And that comes with me finding, you know, the cinematographer. We got to rent out the equipment, have the sound person there, have the lights, make it look, you know, like it's supposed to look. Or we can do a group rate of 3,300, which would come out to, you know, 1,100 per person. or 825 broken up between 4 people. And that is the same thing, 2 scenes each, shot, edited, produced. We would take care of the locations, take care of the equipment, all of that stuff that a shoot will require. But other than that, whoever was interested in that, we could, we can come together and shoot some stuff and make it all make sense. But also, me, Yaz, if you're interested in content as well, we could talk, offline and figure something out as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No disal. What else? What else do I want to cover? So yeah, the milestones. Going back to milestones, right? Setting your career goal and executing, figuring out your personal branding and branding yourself, finding the proper training, properly developing your marketing materials and marketing yourself correctly, and networking in the industry like a professional. And it all comes down to my, acting framework, because we kind of covered everything right now. I'm just going back to the actual framework that we just talked about, right? So the framework that we've covered is, the A in acting is appropriate branding, right? Understanding that this is show business. You are the show in the business, right? It sounds like you guys understand that concept, and understanding, the C in acting as far as career goal is concerned. You guys all have your goals. You know how to move forward. You know the steps that you need to take. You just got to execute. And the T is for training. We just talked about on-camera classes. That wasn't even a conversation in the beginning. Now it's like you guys you're turning your wheels on what you actually need in order to succeed and be a professional on set and in this business. And the I in acting is for intentional marketing, understanding based on that branding exercise. Now the marketing materials are going to be intentional. Now your headshots are intentional. Now your reel is intentional. When we come together and shoot content, it's very intentional. It's like, okay, Yas is going to play this character. Maisha, you're going to play this character. And we're going to come up with 2 scenes to shoot that is indicative of your brand. It's very intentional. It's not just aimless stuff that we're doing. Everything should be done with intent. Everything should be done with precision. And in the end, in the acting framework is networking, developing the right relationships and finding your tribe. We're even doing that right here. We're developing, we have a relationship, so there's been stuff where stuff comes across my desk and I think to send it to Derek. I might think to send it to Maisha. Like now it's just like we can share resources with each other. We're not hoarding information. We're building relationships. Now, I know that Derek is somebody that I can vouch for. So if I forward his information on to somebody, I could vouch for him. That's a relationship that we have. And the G is the biggest one, right? Giving ourselves grace. That's what I love about, this holiday season or whatever. Go home, enjoy your family, take some time to yourself. That is the lost art of this whole journey of, really just being kind to yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments. I'm horrible at that. I'm talking to myself with this. Like I am horrible with celebrating something because I'm just like, okay, well, because sometimes say I get an audition, I don't celebrate the audition because I'm like, I'm not going to celebrate unless I book it. And even if I book it, I'm like, I'm not going to celebrate till the contract is signed. And then once I sign the contract, well, I still got to shoot it. And then once you shoot it, I'm like, well, I don't know if it's going to actually come out or make the cut. So I'm not going to celebrate until I see it. It's just like, I'll be delaying the celebration, but sometimes you just got to pat yourself on the back, give yourself grace, and celebrate each milestone. So I'm super proud of you guys. I personally would like to end the session with an improv game on a high note. I feel like our alphabet game was kind of fun the first time we did it. What do y'all think? I feel like we should run it back. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole starting each line with basically an alphabetical order. Y'all remember that game? You guys are all here for that, right?
Yeah. I have a question really fast though. What does the A stand for?
It's appropriate branding.
Okay.
appropriate branding, career goal, training, intentional marketing, networking.
No, that's cute.
Yes, where are you? Still in the store?
Yeah, remember I told you my mom and my grandma,
No, I'm like, you've been in the store for a long time.
we moved from one store to another store
Oh, y'all shopping. Okay.
for her birthday. Yeah.
Said it's Black Wednesday. Stop playing. Come on.
I don't think I've seen Yaz have a seat this whole just I haven't
Always on the
seen
go.
Why was I thinking that? I was like, yo, I feel like I'm always like doing something.
That's nice.
I think only 2 times I've ever like in the beginning I was sitting down.
That's hilarious. All right. Any volunteers want to start off the game? We all know the game, right? Do I have to give an example?
I think we know how to do it. I know how to do it. Do y'all know? I'm gonna start off.
Yeah.
All right.
Scenario.
We need an order though, right?
Volunteers.
Say that again.
We need an order.
What would you like the order to be?
I'm in the middle somewhere.
Maybe I forgot how this game works. Do we all go at the same time?
No, we all go one at a time. Finish like we are saying a sentence, but we're saying one word. We're telling the story. Like so, say if I start off saying I, then you might say like, and then
Well,
Derek say,
no. So not that game. So we're gonna pair up, right?
Oh, what game is? I'm sorry. What you want to
Yeah.
say?
So
Oh shit, sorry.
we're gonna pair up. So like, say me and Yaz going against each other, right? So I'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing in the store?" You'll be like, "Boy, I'm looking for some panties," and I'm like, "Can't you see they right above you?" And then you'd be like, "Don't be talking to me like that." And I'm like, every day you be going in there looking for stuff, and then you'd be like, forget about it. Like it's like alphabetical order.
I don't think I did this one.
I
No,
think it
it-
was just
it's-
me and Aja only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's the one we had a short class.
Yeah.
All right, well, Maisha and Asha, show us how it's done.
Is it
Show us
one
how to do
word
it.
or is it
Okay.
you say a sentence?
This is a
You can say
sentence.
a phrase. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
What's-
do
Yeah.
we need a scenario or are we just gonna start talking?
Yeah, y'all need a scenario. Derek, you want to give him a scenario?
At the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, where are the collard greens?
Back in aisle 11.
Sorry.
Can't nobody see aisle 11 from here?
Didn't you read the signs up right above you?
Everybody can't read.
Freaking Georgia education system.
Girl, can you just walk me to the aisle, please?
Hold on, let me just talk to my manager real quick.
I don't understand why the collard greens would be in the middle of the grocery store either.
Just go take a look and I'll be right with you.
So yeah.
I wanted to say can't, but I'm like, okay.
So yeah, so Maisha will be out, and then so Aja. So that was the practice run. All right, so that y'all get in there.
Yes, I get it now. I like it. I was over here thinking of words too. I was doing it in my head.
All right, now we'll play the content. We'll do competitive, friendly competition to where the winner will play the next one, and the winner of that will play the. So we'll go Yaz and Derek. Let's see who can win out of you two. And you're not really supposed to stumble, so you gotta be kind of quick with it.
All right.
So who's starting off first?
So Aja, you want to give them a scenario?
Scenario.
Start off first.
Nice.
Y'all are
Sizes.
you're two interns at a hospital.
What does it say one more time? Sorry.
You're interns at a hospital, maybe like a surgery type internship.
Who goes first?
Ladies.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek. Have you seen Dr. Powell?
Okay, hold on. Start again. Wait a minute. And you can't use A no more. Everybody use that. I want you to. That's
It's
cheap.
an interesting scenario. I couldn't.
All right, start over.
All right, go ahead, Derek. Yo, you got it.
All right. I was about to start with A. No, hold on. Dang, no, you start. Ladies first. Go ahead.
Okay. About that last report, I was a bit confused on it.
Be back in a minute. I don't know.
Can we please have the discussion right now?
Don't play with me. I'm on my break.
Every time I want to have a conversation with you, you always run away.
Forget all that. See, you just want to talk about something else.
Go home, Roger.
Home? Well, I gotta go home.
If you just stop refuting and running around with the questions, let's just have this conversation.
Just ask me later, please.
Keep doing this to me, and I'm done.
Let me just go eat my food, and I'll be back with you.
Man, it's always something with you.
No, it's not. That's good. Sorry.
Of course you would say something like that.
I'm not. Oh, you lost. You lost. It was an O.
I said, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I had the alphabet right here too.
Yeah, I bet.
My bad. All right, I'll lose.
All right, the winner of Aja and Maisha will play Yaz.
Okay.
Yaz, you want to give them a scenario?
Yeah. You all are at an amusement park and Maisha doesn't want to go on the free fall ride while Aja does want to. I don't know.
Okay.
She's trying to convince
please,
you. Hold on.
I don't want to go.
But it's so much fun. Why not?
Let's just go get some cotton candy.
Didn't I tell you I don't like cotton candy?
Everybody likes cotton candy.
Forget everybody. I don't care if they like.
Girl, I really just cannot go on this ride.
Here, just take a little sip of this and we're gonna get on the ride, okay?
I don't want to drink none of that poison.
Just drink it. It's it's just a little confidence juice, that's all.
Killer juice is what it really is.
Let me just I don't want to ride by myself.
Ma'am, I really, really can't do this. I can't.
Nothing's gonna happen. Okay, we're just gonna get on, get off, and go get cotton candy.
Only if you give me $5,000.
Please, I don't have $5,000.
Quiet down. I don't need them to know I'm trying to rob you.
Really? I'm done. I can't think of anything. I'm sorry. I said really, and
That
it
was
was going
good though.
nowhere.
That was really good.
Really
Yeah,
was
very
good though.
neat.
It worked.
That was really good.
Y'all funny, man. All right. Maisha, Yaz, Derek, you want to give them a scenario? This for the chip.
You at a high school uh cheerleading practice.
Oh,
Right, you want to start?
Okay. Oh, girls, get in line.
But wait, Maisha, I need to get my bag out the locker.
Cheer practice started 10 minutes ago.
Don't talk to me like that. Girl, you know you've been late too.
Everybody has to be on time this week.
Forget it. I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm captain too. Duh.
Girl, we need to set a good example.
Ha, to hell with everyone. I make the rules.
I don't think that's how this works.
I guess I'm going to do what I want to do because the coach ain't here anyways.
Just come on time for the rest of the week, please.
Gosh, I couldn't think. I'm sorry.
Ah,
I'm thinking of a scene. I was like, no, it's a K.
Yo, for real, the K is hard. The K is
The
a hard
K.
one.
I'm over here like, I couldn't even fake it. I couldn't do it. It's all you, boo. You would.
that's funny. So y'all want to do one more to where the one y'all was talking about earlier, where we go in order and you got a one word. Did y'all like that one?
Yeah.
It was cool, but it was slow. But we can do it
Yeah.
again.
It was kind of slow, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what else y'all want to play?
everybody got to speak up, I think, because it was hard to hear.
You know one
Yeah.
word because I lost last time. I'm trying to get back.
I kept forgetting where I was in line. That was the problem.
Yeah.
All right, we can
Let's
go.
do it. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
We go Maisha, Yaz, Aja, Derek, then me.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, Mel gonna join us.
Scenario.
Scenario, or we just start?
What's the scenario?
Camping.
And we're
Okay.
telling scary ghost stories.
Ah.
Okay. Okay. Always.
Bring.
I thought I was the next.
I'm
You were.
Wait, say the order again. I'm sorry, because I might do it too.
You were next. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's Maisha, then Yasmin, then who else? I'm sorry.
I think then Derek.
Aja, then Derek, then Romeo.
All right. Cool.
All right. Among.
Okay, he said hi.
These. These.
Wait, so,
Like
so we're not going alphabet. You guys want to just go?
Yeah. Yeah.
Three? Okay.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was going
Okay.
alphabetical.
Yeah, nah, we
Me too.
just say whatever.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right. Don't
Look.
Around.
Over there.
One word.
Oh, my bad.
around over
Damn,
there.
I lost already.
So you would be out. All right, that was
Dang.
practice run. That was practice
All
run.
right, all right,
You
all
would
right.
be out though.
All right. I ain't trying to lose, man.
All right, start over.
Listen.
Two.
D.
Person.
That
Is
Whispering.
Scary.
Stories.
Because
They
Will.
Come.
Fast.
in
your
Face.
oh my god. What kind of spooky campsite?
what kind of spooky story y'all got going on, man?
We
Oh
moved.
my god.
It's
Oh
a
my
freak show.
Man, Asha.
Sometimes.
We
Look
Deceitful.
In.
We
can't.
that.
Can't that?
Oh,
Can't that Soldier
I
Boy?
thought you said take. All right, I'm out. I didn't hear it. All right,
So take your
instructions.
Because
Y'all skip me.
You're
Ozzy,
getting in.
go.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to win. Who out next?
Oh my god.
What's the last thing you said, Maisha?
Instructions? I don't know what I said.
No.
I think I said instructions because I heard a voice. I heard two voices, so I thought it was her.
Should we start again?
Oh, they can't. Yeah, let's start it.
Let's just have a different scenario.
Okay, well, why don't we start again and go fast, and then people can get out.
Where you want to win.
Are we
Oh,
this is the same? We're still camping?
No.
Oh. What we doing now?
Y'all at an AA meeting.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
Needed that.
Hello.
Hi.
My
Back.
Hurts.
So
I
Need.
Alcohol.
hey,
we
Can.
Drink.
can't.
drink
Today.
Please.
This
is
My.
Sober.
group.
let's
Drink.
All.
Don't.
What?
She said or, and I said or don't.
Oh,
No, I said all.
Oh, I thought you said or.
You out.
No, I can hear her. She got to enunciate. I thought she said or.
You still out.
They're just gonna
He's
win.
still out there.
Fine, I'll step out.
All right, y'all gotta pick up the pace, or you're gonna be out. All right, we get
Oh, there it is. There it is.
a little stricter now.
Yeah, we be like the or.
All right.
Should we do two? Should we say 2 words,
2 words.
Romeo? Yeah, 2 or 3 words instead of just one. To finishing sentences. Would I pick up the pace more?
You can try it. Come on.
2 or 3.
Should
Which
we
one
do
y'all
two?
2.
Okay.
Two. Okay. Scenario.
You guys are at a family reunion. You just realized that y'all related.
Oh shit.
Girl, what's up?
is that my
Sister Jane.
Jane. Jennifer.
It's been
so long?
Tensai.
Saw family.
Oh my.
Goodness, I
Didn't know.
We're cousins.
Like this.
No,
Yeah, she said 3 words.
Go back to shopping.
All right, we got Maisha, Aja, then Derek.
Let's go.
Same scenario. Cousin Beatrice. Oh, my bad.
You guys are in a swimming pool in the shallow end.
Okay. Backstroke.
front stroke.
Out.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm playing. My bad.
Is Yago there?
That front stroke.
Wait, I'm sorry. We going?
Yeah, start over.
It's actually breaststroke.
Okay.
My bad.
The noodle
Is under.
My back.
can I
Get it?
Out now.
it's so
Long and
All right, I'm fucking out. I'm out. Yeah, cause y'all turning weird.
I was waiting
Y'all
to see what she was gonna
weird.
say
That's
next.
like,
It's so
so
long.
long and big. What's wrong with y'all, man? It's a weird class.
what you mean, y'all?
I was waiting to hear what she was gonna say.
I was about to continue, but shit. Anyway,
Wow.
get the
oh,
noodle.
weird.
Okay.
The noodle is long.
All right, Derek, give them a scenario.
Let's see. You are in the last class of Romel's acting business class.
Hey,
I'm a miss
You guys,
so much.
but I
Have friends.
that I
Actually like.
Oh,
so so sorry
If I
offended you.
was
Just telling.
a lie.
Just to
Make you
think that
I have,
real friends.
but actually
I just
will miss
everyone except
no one.
I'm out.
that was dope. I like that. Great way to top
Yeah,
it off.
we saw y'all true colors. Oh, okay.
yeah. She didn't want to answer that except part.
Tell me how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel.
Nah, that was dope, man. Great way to end the session. Man, I'm happy. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys learned as much as I did. And yeah. Say that again.
Sorry, it's my mom talking. Keep on going.
Oh, tell your mama, what's up, girl? Hey, girl. Hey.
I'm not.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys have my contact information. Feel free to hit me up. We are tapped in. You guys have any questions, concerns? You guys just want to chop it up, share anything, just hit my line. My communication is open to you guys. I'm invested in you guys the same way you guys invested into this program. I'm invested into you and your success and your journey. So however I can serve and help you and be a servant in your career and aid you on the journey, I'm here. I'm a resource. My resources are your resources. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and for even reaching out to me and being interested in the program. So I just want to show my appreciation and thank you guys again. And yeah, all the LA people, we definitely gotta link up. I know me and Yaz, we're gonna link up this week. Let me know what day works best for you, and we'll get it going. And then we'll schedule something for the LA people to link up, and then we're gonna link up in Georgia too. We're not gonna leave you out.
Yeah, we go to the A.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's stay tapped in with each other. Let's continue to share resources and build with each other. I appreciate y'all. If y'all have any questions, concerns, if not, we can end it out. We can end it. We could close it on out, man, and let y'all get to y'all day. I know y'all got some activities to get to. I know Yaz is out and about celebrating birthdays and whatnot. You know what I mean?
424.
Good. Everything solid.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Yeah, the playback will be up by tonight if you guys want to check it out, and all the playback is in there. And also I'll put these notes in a document and share that as well. So
It's not registered.
feel free to hit my line. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Bye,
Let's
guys.
if we find any other thing too, let's just continue adding to the Google Drive list as well. If we ever come across anything else, since we have access to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Word.
Cool. Absolutely.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Be
Peace.
safe.
All right. Bye.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.